I wanted to ask you, again, putting on your coach hat, like what are some of the common pitfalls you see in training or big mistakes that you see athletes make, either when they are working with a coach or when they're not working with a coach?
The first one is easy days too fast. That's like honestly, if I could fix one thing in running that like just suddenly people weren't able to do because I said so, it would be running their easy days too fast. I just think the upside you get from pushing higher end, let's say zone two, higher end heart rate, higher end e pace, whatever language you want to use, the upside you get is not worth the potential downside of missed time, increased peripheral fatigue, injury risk, etc. When the margin of what you gain from going like upper end zone one, low end zone two to
Mm-hmm.
upper end, zone two is like minimal at best for what you get in terms of aerobic benefits, but the risk far outweighs it. And so I think, to give an example, it's like pace is like almost absolutely useless when we look at all these trail people that are running like friggin' 8-minute kilometers going up mountains and crap, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a lot of them are super, super fast. Like you see some of these American guys that are running 210s, 212s,
Mm-hmm.
and their pace, if you look at all their stuff on the friggin', mountain goat climbing that they're doing, is like 8-minute Ks or, 10-minute miles, 11-minute miles. It's like, okay, well, maybe they're getting fast sometimes. Okay, so how are they getting fast, right? It's like, oh, they're doing a lot of low zone aerobic work that has a big decrease in peripheral load in terms of ground reaction forces and the load that's coming back up, right? Probably
Mm-hmm.
they're on softer surfaces, so I would argue that helps too. Um, but if you think about it that way, it's like, okay, well, why are they able to go out there for like 5 hours in a mountain and like ripped? It's like because they're doing it a lot easier, right? Oh, okay. Well, if we know that the central idea of running is that you need to do more to get better, okay, well, how do we get you to do more? You could just rip out the door really fast, or
Mm-hmm.
you could slow it down and you could do more over more days, right? And the body just cares about stress and time. It doesn't care about pace, right? So
Yeah.
I think that would be the biggest thing, like have people slow down. I use like I literally, my athletes who are listening to this, some of them will have seen this. I will screenshot, and Knobs and I talked about this when I had him on, where
Yeah.
I will screenshot his training. I did this last week for somebody when I was talking about easy runs. It's like Thomas just ran 63:28 or something like that and a half up in Toronto at the start of his build.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent them his entire week. So he averaged like basically 454, 455 miles, 302 Ks or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And his normal easy run pace every day is over 5-minute Ks or 8-minute miles.
Yeah.
I was like, if this guy who's trying to run, 210, 211, 212 this year can benefit from going 8-minute miles, like me, the guy who's like trying to get back in shape and is maybe in 17:45, 18-minute shape, is probably going to be okay running 8:30 miles. Like I could probably slow down even more, right? And so I think that's the big one for people is like just slow down, right?
Yeah.
And I think we all want to like prove, right? So I think you hate this saying that I have, but I think it's funny where it's like you don't you can't pull their carrots up and see if they're ready and put them back in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, you do hate that one. And so,
I'm used to it.
yeah,
It's a Brantism.
Brandon, I still want this to you. But it, it's true, right? And I think we all try to do that on our easy runs to be like, okay, I'm fit, or okay, like I made this mistake. Here's a good lesson. I did this for years because I knew all the Daniels paces and everything. And I was like, okay, well, if I want to run, 16 minutes when I was trying to break 16 minutes, it's like, well, that E pace is this and that 5K pace is this. So I would run
Mm-hmm.
all my workouts to those paces to try and prove that I'm in that shape, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what I've learned over the years is if you just do the inverse of that and you run on appropriate efforts and such, you'll get there way faster and safer. Like if I look back at my entire career, it was plagued by getting to like 10 to 14 days before a race and blowing up with an injury and or illness because I was
Mm-hmm.
pushing so hard all the time to try and prove that I was in that fitness. And so I just didn't enjoy training or didn't enjoy racing. So I took a long time off. One, because I was massively injured. Two, because I wasn't enjoying it. And so I would say that's the biggest pitfall is just running your easy days too fast. There's like almost zero benefit
Mm-hmm.
and reward with like maximal destruction possible.
Well, and something like I read or I see or what have you, it's like, well, I only have this amount of time, so I need to maximize my training.